Welcome on OffGrid Lifestyle.
Alrighty guys, it's been exactly 1 month since we updated our battery bank. We went from 30 to 60 to now 90 kilowatts of battery storage of the EG4 server rack style batteries from SanTan Solar. I really can't think, I'm trying to think of anything negative to say. I really don't have anything negative to say about the batteries yet. I have one problem that we're running into now, and I'll show that in just a second, but it's not affecting the batteries. It's just, I really don't know how to explain it, but I'll show it in just a minute. But anyway, the storage that we have now, okay, when it gets dark, when the sun goes down, they're at 100%. This morning we got up, and this is running the air fryer for over an hour last night. We hot water heater, the internet, lights, TVs, the whole nine. Everything runs as normal, like a normal household. You know, and I think she made the hot chocolate with the coffee making thing in there, whatever it was. But anyway, this morning when we got up, the batteries were still at 95%. 94, no, it dropped down to 94. Okay? So that only used 6% of this battery bank. That's pretty impressive. So, I mean, if we could maintain that, we'd never need another battery. But with me, and I'm kind of like a solar nerd, once we get the solar shed built, I may get another cabinet and 6 more batteries. I don't know, just simply because I really like the way that the additional 6 batteries done as far as capacity and I guess longevity, I guess. But anyway, back to what I'm saying. This is the GroWatt 12K inverter. I still have my Midnight Classic up, and I still have the EG4 charge controller up here. It's 500 volt, 100 amp. I've got 400 some volts going into it. Alright, this one here is still on the wall, doing absolutely nothing. I got a plan for this, is the reason I left it there. But like I said, all this is coming down, going into the shed once it's built. Alright, the problem that I was talking about was having, I think, is more of a cosmetic thing. Maybe the SanTan Solar guys that watch our videos can jump in here and kind of tell me what this is, or I may have to call them one day and ask them. But the first series of batteries that we bought, the way we bought our batteries at first, we bought them 4 at a time, because I mean, they're expensive. You know, they still are. You know, just to be honest with you. I think there was, when we first started buying them, they was like $1,500 a piece. The first 4 we bought was like $1,500, give or take, a piece. All right. So we bought those 4, then we bought another 4, and then we bought another 4, which equaled out to the 2 cabinets. Alright, and then the last time we bought a whole cabinet and 6 batteries. So that's how we wound up with the 12 batteries, or 18 batteries. I don't know if you can see this or not. The first original 4 batteries, this is, I guess, the first, I think they was called Eagle batteries. At the time, that's what everybody called them, Gill batteries. But I'm not sure. I think it's like the second series of that. I'm not real sure. Maybe somebody can correct me on that. But this is the first 4 we bought right here. Alright, and if you look, you know, they're all fully charged, you know what I mean? I do not use the communications with them. I've done explained that several times. My theory is, why would I buy a battery with a battery management system built into the battery and use an external one? You know, I don't understand that. So I'm going to use these for what they're intended for. They manage themselves. So my problem is right here. You see these 2 lights blinking on this one right here? It just started doing that about a week ago, blinking right there. But like I said, it still showed fully charged. And the only other thing that I've noticed with the original 4 batteries is the lights, the state of charge lights, are getting dimmer. You know what I mean? Like dim and down. I don't know if the bulbs are getting, so you can see that one right there. Right there is kind of dim. These lights here are getting dimmer. See, the rest of them are just bright as they can be. See right there. So that's the only issue that I've seen so far. I keep a real close eye on these batteries because we have such a large investment in them, you know, like a large amount of money invested in them. So I kind of keep a good eye on these batteries, and I watch them and I look at them all the time. As far as problems or concerns or anything like that, I'm really not concerned about that. I'm really not, because I've tested it and it's still outputting like it's supposed to. It's still charging like it's supposed to, discharging like it's supposed to. So I'm really not concerned. Maybe somebody can jump in the comment section and tell me what they think that is. But like I said, as far as battery capacity, this is way overkill for what we need, and I may add to it again. I don't know yet. Maybe in a year or so I may add to it again.
But we're going to use it for the building and the shop.
Yeah, we're going to put the freezers and stuff in the little building we're building out here, and we got videos of that out if anybody wants to go check them out. And we're going to put all the solar equipment. I'm going to make one solar wall in there to put everything in the batteries. And I will be upgrading the GroWatt to the EG4, the 12K XP, the 12 XP, 12,000 XP or whatever. Actually 2 of those, because I want to have enough power to run everything and the shop, which it will now probably with just this one inverter, you know what I mean? Because we've never even pushed 25-30% of this inverter, honestly. So we plan on installing the electric range here in the next week or so. We actually have one now. We just got to install it. I got to get the wire and all that crap, and then we'll really test this thing, because that electric range uses some power. So, but other than that, I'll have to fire up this EG4, this Chargeverter every now and again just to make sure it still works. You know, other than that, I mean, I can't. The other batteries are still in here in the bedroom right here. Right here. As you can see, they're all on and 100% charged. And they stay that way is the thing. They stay above 90% all the time. Since we installed this thing a month ago, I've never seen them drop below 90%. And we had like 2 or 3 days of clouds and raining. It rained for like, what, like almost a week straight.
Almost a week, yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't see them drop below 90%. Not one time. Normally 90-91% is the lowest they got. And then the sun come out, right back to 100%. So, future expansion plans may be, like I said, I want to upgrade the inverter. I still like this inverter, and I'm going to keep this inverter, and I'm going to have it mounted in there, just in case something happens, now I kick it back on. But as far as future expansions, we've always said that I'm going to put 12 more panels on each side of the house. This side of the house and that side of the house. I'm going to have 12 here and 12 here on the roof. All our panels are roof mounted, and I'm going to continue to do that because I like them up out of the way, out of sight, out of mind. I ain't got to worry about them. And I'll throw a little video clip right here of the shot of the overhead of the solar panels. Anyway, there's a couple of things I wanted to share with everybody. If you want to try this, not, whatever. You can go to Harbor Freight. Alright, they sell these Bauer tools. These Bauer tools right here. And this is 8 ampere batteries, and I've got 2 of those, and I got a 3 ampere battery. This is for the little staplers and stuff we get, because I use the staplers like for the wire and stuff on the chicken house. Or you can buy saws, drills, anything with this brand right here. Alright, there's one thing. As far as emergency preparedness, I want to share with people. You can buy these things right here, and that's a lot of storage when it comes to, say, a cell phone or charging a device, okay? They sell this thing right here that goes with it at Harbor Freight. And what it is, if you look at it, it's got 2 USB ports on the back of it. It slides right on one of these batteries, one of the Bauer brand batteries. It's like that. And now you have 2 USB ports to charge cell phones, cameras, anything you want to do. And you can only imagine how many times you can charge a cell phone with an 8 ampere battery. That's pretty good. Charge these things to 100%, keep them put up, you know, keep at least one put up, and buy you one of these. I think it's like 20 bucks. Then all of a sudden you have an emergency phone charger. You know what I mean? That would last a pretty good while. That would last a pretty good while. Just set it down like that, plug your phone into it, let it charge.
Or tablets or whatever.
Tablets, yeah. Anything that's powered off a USB port, you can use these. So I thought that was really cool. And we've used it a few times just to test it to make sure it charges phones, stuff like that. Works perfectly. Just plug your phone and cord into it and it charges it right up. And it don't really drain the battery much to charge a phone. There's a thing because it's such a large battery. See, and we keep these things, we keep them pretty much topped off all the time just for that reason. All they should be pretty much topped, yeah. And this one, gotta hold that one, but yeah, it's still topped off. So we'll keep all these topped off. But I just want to throw that out there if anybody was interested in something like that. Harbor Freight sells these. No, it's not sponsored anywhere, nothing like that. I just thought sharing like preparedness ideas and stuff like that. I like sharing stuff like that with people. So that's definitely a really cool thing to have. It really is. If they make these for DeWalt batteries and stuff like that, they might. That'd be good too, because I got a bunch of DeWalt batteries. But this, for now, this is perfect. Alright. One other thing the last thing I want to share with everybody, as far as our solar system, that's loud, I know that's the fan, that's the only thing annoying about this. Well, all of them got fans, but this GroWatt sounds like a damn jet engine taking off. But, I mean, we're used to it, don't really bother us none. I mean, it's just like everything else in the house now. It's like an appliance making a racket now. It'll only do it for a minute and it'll cut off. But, what I'd like to share, everybody's talking about, like up north and stuff like that, that these batteries, the ones I have, do not have the internal heaters. You can buy these EG4 batteries that have the heaters installed in them. It gets down cold, they'll heat themselves up. That way they'll take a charge. Because these batteries are designed, once it hits freezing, you can use these batteries plumb to zero, you know, on these batteries here. You can use them till they're dead. But I wouldn't recommend doing that, but whatever. That's just me. But you cannot charge them back if it's below freezing 32 degrees here. We're with it. Fahrenheit in the United States. I don't know what that is in Celsius, but anyway, you can't charge them back. So here's a little idea that I have had, and I'm going to use this idea. We bought enough of these to do that, and I've actually tested it, and I really like the way it works. What these things right here are called seedling mats. These are for starting plants and seeds indoors. You know, it's just little heat mats. All it is a heat mat. All right, you roll it out. These are 10 by 20s. All right, just like that. You have to let it set out like that. This is a 10 by 20. And what you do with this thing is on the inside of these cabinets is I'm going to position it to where this cord will come out one of the back holes back there. Like so. Like that. And then that way the cord's facing back there and it'll run out the back. I'll have one in each cabinet. And then like when it gets cold out there in the building, that way I'm not going to have to keep the building heated. But I'll have they have these little things, I'll do a little pop-up of what I'm talking about right here, but it's a thing that you plug into the wall, and it's like a thermometer, and once it gets below a certain temperature, it'll kick the power onto that outlet. So anyway, I'll pop that up here. And these things, I've tested them, they only use 20 watts. This right here is only using 20 watts. And it doesn't get hot, it gets warm, it keeps stuff warm, it doesn't get hot. I don't know, I can't remember the exact temperature it gets to, but it's not hot in any way, but it's just like a warm thing. You can actually take and there's a couple of channels out there that have their batteries just, not in the cabinet, but they have to just stack them up. You can tape this right directly to the side of those batteries, and it's not going to get so hot that it's going to affect the batteries, but it's going to keep them above freezing. That's the really cool thing about these right here, and that is a hack. And I am going to do that once we get them out into the shed and get all that done out there. I will have them one in each cabinet, because I'm not going to put a heater or air conditioner out there. I may put like a solar fan to kick on or something like that. When it gets so hot out there, I'll have a fan that kicks on and kind of cools it a little bit.
Like the chicken one? Yeah,
I think these things will run up 140 degrees. I mean, inside a building it gets up to like 120, 140 degrees. Don't quote me on that, I have to check it, but they can be in an environment that gets pretty hot. So, anyway, yeah, I like the chicken house, like that little solar fan in the chicken house. Once it gets a certain temperature or you kick on, I want to do that. But like I said, guys, as far as the batteries, as far as the inverters, Chargeverter, knock on wood, I hope I don't, I just fell off, but knock on wood, I can't say nothing bad about these batteries. Actually, none of the equipment that we've got from Signature Solar, it just works. You plug it up and walk away from it, pretty much. That's the way we done this. When I got this thing now, I think I've had it 2 years now, maybe. Something like that. We put it on the wall. I hooked the first 4 batteries to it and kicked it on. It has not been turned off since. Alright, then I added 4 more batteries. You know, and I didn't even shut it off to add the batteries. I don't do as I do. If you watch my videos, I always shut the power off on these things. There's a lot of power coming out of these before you try to attempt anything like that, because you can hit the bus bars, anything. But I didn't. So we installed 4 more batteries without shutting anything off. Flipped them on, it's still going. The next 4 done the exact same thing, kicked them on, still going. And those 6, kind of the same way. There's a video on that. Anybody wants to go check it out, we'll leave links to everything. But like I said, I'll leave links to everything down that we use inside the video description from Signature Solar. or if you guys want to go use our links and stuff like that, you do get a little bit off. I don't know exactly how much, but every little bit helps nowadays, you know, Bidenomics and all that. So I'll leave links to everything that we use, and I'll leave our affiliate link. That way, if you want to use it, that you do save a little bit of money off of it. So anyway, guys, just want to do an update, and got any questions or anything like that, just shoot us a message. I can't think of anything else. Like I said, still have the light flicker. Still have the light flicker with the GroWatt, but that's common with the GroWatt. Say like if I go in there and kick on the mini split, and anything that draws a large amount of power, anything like 1,000, 1,500 watts, something like that, the lights will flicker like that, and that's it. But other than that, flawless, you know, it really is. Hot water, everything. So but anyway, guys, if you ain't done so yet, please hit that like and subscribe. And one other thing, we've also noticed that like 75% of our viewers are not subscribed to our channel. So if you don't mind, just take a second, hit that subscribe button. It's free, don't cost you nothing. You can kind of keep up with us and what we do here in the mountain. We're going to have tons of building projects this year, solar projects, updating the solar panels, and I'll keep doing updates on our solar equipment just to let everybody know how it is. If you want to follow along and make sure that this stuff is the longevity, the lifespan of this stuff is like it's supposed to be, follow us. I'll show you, because I'm going to do like monthly updates or whatever on all our solar equipment. And I'll let you know how it works, and if it's something goes wrong with it, if it's bad, I'll let you know it's bad. You know, if it sucks, I'll tell you it sucks. But right now, I really, really, really love this system that we have. It's all from Signature Solar. Well, all this is from Signature Solar. This is not. This is not.
It's been the best one we've had so far.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. I've tried several different brands of inverters, and like I said, we've been off grid for quite a while now. And this Midnight Solar Classic is one of the very first things that I bought as far as doing solar equipment and stuff like that. This Midnight Solar Classic right here, it's Classic 150. This thing right here. And that thing right there has not missed a lick. That thing just keeps on chugging. And this one right here, I bought it used. I gave like 200 bucks for this thing used. I've used it a few times, but right now I just don't have enough solar panels to have to use it right now, because I've only got like 6 panels or 12 panels running into this, and it ain't like 200 volts or something like that, and I still got a whole nother leg I can run into it, you know what I mean, as far as solar. But I've got solar running this, and this. We may rearrange that a little bit when we put it out there, but anyway guys, if you ain't done so yet, please hit that like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Like, subscribe, watch another video, bye.